Hello and welcome to leanexcelsolutions. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to design a diverging bar chart in both Excel and Power BI. It is also known as a bipolar bar chart. Unlike standard bar charts that present data in a single direction, a diverging bar chart splits data across a central axis. This design is perfect for comparing two sets of opposing data, such as previous versus current performance, gains versus losses, or before versus after scenarios. Now, let's take a look at our dataset and the chart we are going to create. Here we have our data with products listed in column A, last year's values in column B, and current year's values in column C. In the chart, the left side bars represent the values from last year, while the right side bars show this year's figures. When the current year's values surpass last year's, the bars are shown in green, indicating a positive change. If they fall below, they are shown in red, signaling a negative shift. Using this color coding, you can quickly visualize the differences between the previous year and this year. Alright, let's begin by creating our chart from scratch in Excel. First, we are going to add 3 reference columns to our existing data. LY refers to last year, negative, and positive. We want to display last year's data on the negative side of the chart, so we will use the formula, minus sign and the last year value. For the negative column, which will be represented with red bars, we will insert an if formula. If last year's value is greater than this year's value, then it will show this year's value, otherwise, blank. Similarly, for the positive column, that is the green bars. If last year's value is less than or equals to this year's value, then this year's value, otherwise, blank. Let's use the Format Painter to quickly apply the same formatting to the new columns we have added. Now, select the first column, then, while holding the Control key or Command key on Mac, select the last 3 columns we just worked on. Navigate to the Insert tab, and under the Bar Chart drop-down, select Stacked Bar Chart. Let's arrange it properly, and we might notice that it has included the data incorrectly. This is because the first 2 cells in the positive column were empty. Let's fix that. Alright, now let's clean up our chart by removing any unwanted elements such as the chart title, legends, and axis labels to achieve a cleaner look. Let's remove the shape fill and the shape outline. To begin with chart formatting, right-click on any bar and select Format Data Series. Let's adjust the gap width. We'll reduce it to 50% to bring our bars closer together for a more compact and impactful visual. Now, since we are using a negative axis, our axis labels might not be displaying correctly. To fix this, we'll reposition the labels. Select a label position, and set it to low to move it to the left side of the chart. This will make our labels clearly visible. Next, to ensure our bars are in the correct order, check the box for categories in reverse order so the bars match the sequence of our data set. Now to add the data labels, right-click on any bar and select Add Data Labels. Here we encounter a small issue. The labels show negative values, which we don't want. So, let's address this. Uncheck the Values option in the Label options and then choose Value from cell. Here, we'll select the actual values of last year. Change the label position to inside end to place our labels neatly at the end of each bar. Now, repeat the same steps for this year's values data labels by selecting any bar on the positive side. Alright, let's format the bar colors. We will use a gradient fill for a more dynamic look. Additionally, we can add shadows to the bars to enhance their visual appeal and make our chart stand out. And there you have it. Our diverging bar chart in Excel is complete. Next, let's move on to Power BI to see how we can achieve the same result. Let's begin by importing our data into Power BI. You have the option to use the data prepared in Excel with the reference columns already added, or you can import the base data and add the reference columns directly in Power BI. We'll explore both methods, so let's load both versions of the data into Power Query. To add the reference columns, we'll start with the last year column, or LY. Click on Add Custom Column. Name this new column LY, and in the formula field, type a minus sign followed by the name of the last year column. Hit OK, and you'll see the LY column is now added with negative values. For the other two columns, we might usually use the custom column option again, but this time we'll try something different and use the conditional column feature. Let's proceed to add these columns. Alright, let's change the data type. Now, with the transformation complete, you can see that the two tables in Power Query are identical. Having done this, we can close the query editor and go back to the main Power BI report view. Since both tables are identical, it doesn't matter which one we use for our chart. Go ahead and insert a stacked bar chart. Add the sales column to the y-axis and the 3 reference columns we added to the x-axis. Make sure to sort the axis correctly. Now it's time to format the chart. You can follow the formatting steps shown on screen, which are self-explanatory. And with that, our diverging bar chart is ready in Power BI. Feel free to enhance its visualization further using the formatting options available. Hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.